Green Edition editor Jon LeSage sat down with Warren Hawkins and discussed Air Resource Board requirements versus Air Quality Management District rules that a fleet manager might be concerned with in a state like California.
When you're working in this state, or if you're in Southern California, what comes up when you're looking at Air Resource Board requirements and AQMD, and they might differ or be distinct? How do you deal with that as a fleet manager?
Well, I guess then that question did come up earlier when I was doing a presentation, and it's not that the AQMD or any of the Air Quality Management District's rules conflict with the Air Resources Board rules. The federal government can put out guidelines and requirements. The states, like California, can either adopt those requirements or make things more stringent than the federal government. The local air pollution control districts have the same ability to either stay with the status quo in many times of what the state's regulations are, or they can make, in certain instances, regulations that are more stringent than what the state does. So in the case with let's say an air quality management district requiring only the purchase of compressed natural gas vehicles, that doesn't put them in conflict with our rule. It actually would help that fleet. If that fleet only bought CNG vehicles to comply with a air quality management district's rules, they'll be in compliance with our regulations because they'll be beyond what we require. So it's not necessarily a conflict, but I understand the consideration where they have to look at both. But if they go with, in many times, the local air pollution control districts, then they will be in compliance with state regulations.
So they need to be well informed about this then?
Correct.
Basically.
Correct.
Okay.
And a good way to start is a fleet manager would be to contact their regulatory lead at the state agency and ask those questions, and they can help guide them in the right direction.